Hey friend, you know what? 2 years in jail, you will get arrested. Yes, see,
So Tibanang Freedom Day.
And then I'm there behind you as the second one.
Yes.
Is that Estella?
Now, on Tuesday, the 16th of December 2025, South Africa was stunned by the shocking news that Warren Stock, lovingly known as DJ Waras, had been fatally shot broad daylight in Johannesburg near the Carlton Center building. Now, the 40-year-old media icon, celebrated as a DJ, a radio and television presenter, a podcaster, and an entrepreneur, was leaving a building he had been inspecting when the gunfire erupted. Now, the beloved broadcaster, who first rose to fame on YFM and 5FM, had also hosted popular TV shows, including Live Amp, and was recently fronting the reality series Ngicela Visa. Now, his sudden death has left colleagues, fans, and broader entertainment community in deep shock. My name is Alokwane, and these are the news that matter the most. Now, law enforcement has confirmed that at least 3 unknown suspects approached DJ Waras shortly after he was leaving the building, approaching his car. They opened fire before fleeing on foot. As of now, no arrest has been made and the motive remains officially unknown. However, the investigators are exploring possible connections between the shooting and his involvement in properties around the CBD. A CCTV footage reportedly shows one suspect, described as a short man with dreadlocks, firing the shot, and another one in a security uniform present at the scene. Police are also urging anyone with information to come forward to assist with the ongoing investigation. And also at the crime scene, DJ Waras' sister, Miss Nicole Stock, spoke with quiet strength through her grief. She asked South Africans for respect and privacy during this unbearable time, especially for his 3 young sons, Ethan, Troy, and Kian. Now, Nicole passionately appealed to people to remove videos and images of the shooting from social media out of respect for the family's pain. Now, she also urged the public to remember her brother for the light he brought into people's lives rather than becoming consumed by speculations around his death. Now, since the news broke, tributes have poured in from across industries. Now, the Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture, Mr. Gayton McKenzie, expressed his sorrow, calling Waras a patriot who spoke his truth without fear or favor. And also the likes of businessman Mr. Rob Hersov remembered him as the most loving, compassionate, friendly, honest, open, decent human being, a tragedy beyond belief. And fellow entertainers took to social media to celebrate his energy, warmth, and influence, especially his impact on broadcaster and storytelling. Mzansi Magic and other media outlets shared heartfelt words honoring his creative contributions and the joy he brought to the audience. Now, across other platforms, fans and fellow creatives have echoed a collective sense of loss, mourning not only his talent but the vibrant spirit he offered to the South African culture. Now, DJ Waras wasn't only a familiar voice and face, he was a father, a friend, and a passionate advocate for dialogue and unity. His career spanned nearly 2 decades and his influence stretched beyond entertainment into mentorship and community engagement. As this investigation continues, what remains clear is the void his passing leaves behind, a reminder of how deeply he was loved and how dearly he will be missed. And also, may the family find comfort in the spirit of the Lord, that is about love and peace, and may the DJs be.
Uyabona le ndaba yokubulawa kwabantu, ukuhijackwa ama-buildings, ama-drugs, nani yabo. Le nto leyo ngeke i-government iyilungise because ayinandaba, yabo, ayithathi serious. Le nto leyo izolungiswa ngamaZulu. uyabona bafowethu la amanye ama-province wonke vele vele ayikho into angayenza azohlezi nje ekhuluma la ku-social media nje kuphela azilalele shem kusebusuku alele. But amaZulu ayahlangana once kwahlangana amaZulu uyabona nje manje kuthulekile because amaZulu nawo athulile yabo. But the time amaZulu athi akuhlanganwe ihlangana Zulu uzobona nawe izolunga lento angeke ilungiswe ngabanye abantu ngeke angeke ilungiswe igovernment angeke ilungiswe ngamaXhosa angeke ilungiswe izolungiswa ngawo amaZulu. Abona amaZulu athi hlangana Zulu kuzoshuba ngoba nawo nje engathi nawa nokuthuka manje angisaunderstand engathi ayisekho le ndaba kaZulu kuthiwa hlangana Zulu ngathi bangabe kuthiwa hlangana Zulu bayihlukana bona. But yona mayingalungiswa ngabo ayasazi
yazi waphuka umoya wami ntambama ngomuntu nje ongasondele ngisho kumina lo mfolo wekhaladi lo kuthiwa DJ bani DJ Waras. Bafethu la eMzansi kunzima kunzima kuleli zwe leli kuyachanaswa yabo uma ukhuluma ngokuchanasa kuyachanaswa webhaye umuntu abantu bekhona ngisho ukusoconga umuntu during the day kungenzeki lutho kungabanjwa umuntu kube ukuthi nje sekuphelile njalo kanjalo nje. Khona umuntu engimbone kuFacebook enza ivideo omunye umfo enza ivideo ethi la eMzansi never try to disturb or to report corruption you shall die. Impendulo yami engaphendula ngayo kwi-comment section ngabhala ukuthi you are talking nonsense, you are talking rubbish. Kanti angazi ukuthi imina okhuluma umsangano. Ngakhuluma kanjalo nje ngicasula ukuthi kusekhona abantu abazama ma ukuthi ke I report corruption I disturb corruption lelizwe libhekiphi. Ngididwa yilokho ngayitshela ukuthi lo mfo ukhuluma inonsense kanti mina engikhuluma inonsense. Ngoba lo muntu okhulume kanjalo ukhulume ngempela into whether uyayithanda noma uyithandi whether ingqondo yakhe iyayamukela noma iyamukeli kodwa ama-result uzowabona ama-result azoba njengoba eshilo njengoba sekwenzeka nje ukuthi abantu mabethi balwa ne-corruption mabethi badisturb i-corruption uhamba nje ngempela just kanjalo uhambe ngempela. Akuphele ngisho inyanga kukuyo le nyanga la ikhambe khona lwamlungu lo okade witness D kade ekhambe yena sekuphinde ekhamba futhi lo mfo naye bethi uyazama indlela akazama ngayo against corruption so uyashawa uyadutshulwa kanjalo nje. Hayi bafethu kunzima la eMzansi kunzima ngempela la eMzansi angazi bafethu ukuthi kuzokwenziwa kanjani makunje kuzokwenziwa kanjani kanje makunje ngoba kuyacaca lezi igebengu lezi ayithintwa ngempela thina besazi igebengu zangakithi kuma communities ukuthi mayibulala abantu zigwajisa abantu komarenke kube ukuthi ayithintwa mawuwathi ziyakubulala kodwa uthola ukuthi abelungu bakhona no NIU nabantu abaphezulu bakhona ukuyibamba kodwa mawusuya phezulu lapha uya ngisho kuma drug cartel kuyacaca ukuthi lapho ke abantu ongeke ubalokothe othi mawubathinta ba-connected nabantu abaphezulu ngempela ngangokuthi nje indaba yakho iyaphela and futhi kuphele kanjalo nje. Asazi bafethu asazi lelizwe leli solungisa kanjani lizolunga kanjani lelizwe leli ngoba phela manje uyabona nje esifisweni sami ngihlale ngisho ukuthi uyabona mhlazana abantu kwakhona ukuthi abantu bekhona ukugwetshwa ngentambo ukuthi bebulawa abantu ngicabanga ukuthi hayi kuyoba mhlampe nomehluko ngoba abantu abananembeza, and the worst scenario mayenza into efika emqondweni yijele. Nejele kuyaziwa ukuthi kuzozanywa ukumanipulate isystem, aphinde futhi athole amabheyili, aphinde futhi aphume. Angazi mina, angazi. Kodwa nje ibuhlungu indaba lomfo, is very very painful. Uthatha uthi uyasiza, uhambe nje kanjalo, uhambe nje ngempela ngoba phela into ebuhlungu ngokufa uhamba nje kanjalo ungaphindi ubuye. Kwamndeni wakho lowo, kwayingane zakho, kwankosikazi wakho, kwantombi yakho, kuphele nje kanjalo, ubashiye ngempela nje kuphele. Futhi ma after a year, after 2 years, sekuyoba nje iculu ukuthi wakwaba khona, sekuyoba into ekhunjulwa ngaleso sikhathi uhambile nje, just like that. It's very painful. It's very very painful.
In broad daylight, guys. In broad daylight, the 16th of December. We as South Africans know the 16th of December is a sacred time for South Africans, guys. It's when festivities are in order. Do you know what I mean? When the country celebrates that we have made it to December, guys, and we are going to approach into a new year. And then the well-known DJ Warris, guys. Warwick Stock was assassinated. Warwick Stock, also known as DJ Warris. Guys, if you know the slogan, take it easy. If it's easy, take it home. The one and only DJ Warris gave us that slogan, guys. And he is no longer. Guys, I'm not going to go into depth regarding his unalivement, guys, because there are many suspicions. But all I can say for now is Abahambi. And those that know what I'm talking about when I say Abahambi, guys, Abahambi, because you cannot tell me another one of our public figures, Vocal, is going to die on our streets, guys, in broad daylight. A few days ago, guys, which was after his birthday. By the way, Warwick was 40 years old. He just celebrated his birthday on the 27th of November, guys. He just celebrated his birthday, and unfortunately he prophesized his passing, guys. He prophesized it because why was he telling us that people were coming for him, guys? He was telling us on Twitter, guys, Mina, I thought these people were my friends. Like, people are trying to unalive me, guys, and unfortunately he's unalive today. And that right there should tell you that something does not add up, guys. That right there should tell you that this was a hit. A number of colleagues of his, public figures that are well known to us, and content creators and random people that do not know him but are touched by this story, guys. He was very vocal on how much he loved this country and how he believed that we should take back what is rightfully ours, guys. The motherland is ours, guys. Okay, let me calm down. For those whom are unaware, and I highly doubt that any of you, because I'm sure you guys know now that DJ Warris had a podcast. He had just recently started a podcast. I don't know when, but he started a podcast. I haven't seen those episodes, but I had seen a very important episode where he was speaking about the Joburg flats, guys. I didn't even know that he was in Joburg because, guys, I say he's from Durban. Vryheid to be exact, but guys, he's literally from Durban and now he was in Joburg, and that's where he was assassinated. He was inspecting one of his buildings, and I don't say his buildings because he owned it. He did not own it, guys. It is coming out now that he was actually walking with the owner of the building who had actually hired him and a security company to help him get the ownership back to him because apparently it had been hijacked by illegal immigrants, allegedly. But back to Saul Pinduga, who is also a public figure and is very vocal about the state of the country, just as DJ Warris was. Saul had left a message on his page and had asked that you rest, bro, and you could write and find it all. Take it easy. If it's easy, take it home. And we all know that was DJ Warris' famous slogan. A couple of weeks ago, more than a month ago, Warris had actually reached out to Herman Mashaba. Come to Joburg, please, and Pat. There is a whole CBD here that needs a cleanup, a takeover, and a mass deportation. After that, Saul, of course, went through and tagged Herman Mashaba under that same post that DJ Warris had actually posted a couple of weeks ago and said, Pat, at Herman Mashaba, did you respond to this humble request? The people who are trying to make a difference on the ground are being silenced. Podcasters are getting threats when they state facts. Whistleblowers and crime fighters get threats and get killed. Kuning. Our SADC soldiers get paid monthly, but add nothing to public safety. In the midst of a national crisis, why can't SADC soldiers raid spaza shops? 2 soldiers who fought tooth and nail for this country, all assassinated the same way. South Africa, we are not angry enough, and we will all perish one by one. As of this recording, there have been no arrests. So far, the public are suspecting all kinds of things, and we can't really go on anything concrete, but guys, crime doesn't pay. A patriot who has used his platform to speak on the rights of South Africans, guys, is now gone. He's gone, guys. He's gone because of crime. Crime is the reason why we will no longer see or hear DJ Waras telling us to take it easy. If it's easy, take it home. Yo, this country.
Hello Mzansi, welcome to Mgosi waseMzansi. Ngidlule emhlabeni kwa DJ Waras kuthenze bantu abaningi ngendlela lesimanga, including bantu labadumile kakhulu, bosatiwayo labadumile. So bantu abaningi beva buhlungu kakhulu guys, nangendlela eshone ngakhona it's just so heartbreaking. Lobe ngamngane wakhe lomkhulu aphindze futhi abe icolleague yakhe uLerato Kganyago uhambe lapha ku TikTok wayevakalisa akuva buhlungu, wafaka ivideo yakhe na Waras wabhala ne caption lefundzeka ngalendlela. Many years later, you remained a consistent brother. Love you forever, Warwick. May his soul rest in eternal peace. Please do comment what you think below down on the comment section. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. I will see you on the next one. I'm signing out. Goodbye.